children. Today I am going to start another new lesson of economics, that is Unit 3, Money and Credit. In this lesson you are going to learn various importance, evolution and functions of money, importance of banks, functions of Reserve Bank of India, concept of money supply and its measurement, and the credit control measures adopted by the Reserve Bank of India. The first and foremost is, what is the meaning and evolution of money? What money is an important discovery that has made day-to-day transactions, valuing goods and services, as well as storing the wealth for future easily. So, what is money? Money is an important discovery that has made day-to-day transactions, valuing goods and services, as well as storing the wealth for future easier. We can buy goods and services using money because it is commonly acceptable as means of payment, measures and store of value. As Robertson, what does he say? Money is anything which is widely accepted in payment for goods or in discharge of other business obligations. So, I will repeat this, very important. What does Robertson say about money? Money is anything which is widely accepted in payment for goods or in discharge of other business obligations. Next, I am going to go is evolution of money. What is evolution of money? Okay children, this means today we use paper notes, coins as money. But money had evolved over a number of years through various stages. So let us discuss the different stages of evolution of money. So first one was barter system. You all have learned about this children in your last class. Commodity to commodity. Okay, what is the definition of barter system? So earlier in the primitive stage, now it is not going on, but it was in the earlier time. In the primitive stage, people exchanged goods for goods without the use of money. Barter was extremely difficult method of trade. For example, if you had a cow and wanted sheep to exchange, you had to search an individual who not only had a sheep but also who needs a cow in exchange. Means if cow and sheep had to be in exchange, children, if a person wants to sell the sheep, that person should take buy the sheep, and as well as he must give the sheep and must be ready to buy the cow. If finally you can cross such an individual, that the question is, how many sheep are equivalent to one cow? So there was one more question mark. How much sheep we can give for the rate of one cow? Because cows are heavier than sheep. Hence, barter system had many deficiencies as easy transactions. So barter system had many deficiencies for easy transactions. Next I am going to go is commodity money. What do you understand by the word, children? Commodity money. Later on, the societies started using some commodities against which goods were exchanged. A commodity with a prescribed size and weight was adopted as money, and everything else was measured in terms of standard commodity. For example, cattle in Greece, sheep in Rome, teeth in China, etc. However, commodity money could not solve all the difficulties of Bata. So the next part I am going to go is, next subheading is metallic money. What do you know about the metallic money, children? Gradually, the precious metals like gold, silver, bronze, all these began to be used as money. The standard weight, fineness and general acceptability of these metals made them a very suitable medium of exchange. The coins minted out of these metals were of different denomination, easily divisible, portable and were convenient in making payment. So next I am going to go is paper money. You have got now, children, the notes. They are called as paper money. Yes. So what is paper money? The metallic coins were unsafe to carry from one place to another. Therefore, traders began to carry the written documents. So, written documents issued by well-known financiers as evidence of the quantity of money at that command. The written documents were not actual money but were accepted and exchanged for money. When such documents were issued by government, they were called as promissory notes or currency. Later on, the central bank established by the government started printing notes that had the guarantee of the government. This paper money became legal tender, that is legally acceptable money. No individual could refuse the legal tender in the respective country. The legal tender is called as rupee in India, dollar in USA, pound in England, euro in Europe, yen in Japan, yuan in China, etc. So next I am going to go is bank money. What do you mean by bank money, children? Okay, as trade and commerce flourished, bankers started issuing instruments for still easy transactions, check, draft, deposits, receipts, etc. Thus came to be used as money. These help in transactions as well as transfer of money between persons and places. So next I am going to go is plastic money. What is plastic money, children? Very recently, the banks have innovated plastic cards known as the credit and debit cards, through which transactions and transfer of money have become still easier. Now you need not carry or handle cash at all. You only need to swipe the card and use your PIN in India.